Hello and welcome to another exclusive Good eReader video. This is Nick.
And this is Marcus.
Today we have the Jetbook Mini by Ectaco.
Okay, so this is the new e-reader by Ectaco. We just received it, and it's pretty well just been on the market for about a week now. Retails for about $99. It's a 5-inch screen, so it's mostly a square screen. The resolution is 640 by 540. It has internal memory of only 1.4 megabytes. This is mainly due to the fact that the Jetbook Mini has the ability to only read text files or FB2 files. So text files are traditionally very small. So despite the fact that it has low internal memory, it does have an SD card slot here. And it's only upgradable to 2 gigabytes. Although SD memory does come in bigger sizes, the Jetbook's unable to read it. So you can see here that there's a mini USB port, and this is what allows your Jetbook to be connected up to your computer. So that's mainly how you would manage your content on it. We'll get into that in a moment. There's no Wi-Fi or anything like that. It's just your bare bones essential e-reader. As you can see here, this is where the 4 AAA batteries are, and we just took this off just to display it here, but we're just gonna put it back on just quick. So you can see there's a bunch of letters on the back. You can see it's very slim. This is about the biggest part right here, but it allows you to, it basically fits in your hands a little bit easier having that weight there. So you could hold it like this and read it. So you can see here that for the Jetbook Mini, this is your home screen, and it has basically a list of all your books. It comes preloaded with about 11 books, and Jetbook actually mentioned on their website that if you're an aspiring author and you want to have your ebook distributed with all the Jetbook Minis that come out, you can simply email them. We have more details on our site on goodereader.com/blog, and you can check out our comprehensive review of this that basically gets into every semantic on this, and we also have email addresses and websites that you could go to find out more about that. So if you're an author or content manager, you can certainly get your books distributed on future Jetbook Mini releases. So you can see here that there's very few buttons. This is pretty well your insert button in the middle here. You can see that there's 2 little buttons here, and this is basically to either scroll up and down or to turn pages. You can also see here that there's an X button and a pause button. Both of these buttons do different things. It depends on what menu that you're in. So what we're gonna do is press the X right here just to see what it does. Doesn't seem to do very much right here. So we're going to put the pause button, which brings up the main menu. And we're just going to give you a sense of what type of things this does. So before we get into the settings, which there's a lot of, let's just check out the games. There's a brick game, which basically is a Tetris clone. And there's also another game here called Sudoku. And what we're going to do here is look at the settings. One of the nice things about the Jetbook Mini is that it has a tremendous amount of interface languages. This is the one thing that Jetbook and Ectaco really has going for them, is they're very localized. So all of your menu options here would change to English, French, German, Italian, Polish, etc. So they are available in a wide range of markets. So we're just going to stick with the English. And you can see here that one of the nice things about the Jetbook Mini is that it has 360 degrees of rotation. Now, it doesn't have a built-in accelerometer or gyroscope or anything like that, so it doesn't move as you do it. Much like the Sony e-readers, they have a menu option that lets you to, basically set your orientation to either portrait, landscape mode, etc. So we're just going to try this out really quick. So we hit the rotate, it went like this. Now you see that it could be like this. So it really suits people depending on how you want to hold it and what hand you are. So we're just going to flip it back. You can also do a lot of different things like line spacing, alignment, font sizes, despite the fact that you can actually change the font. So pretty well the font that you see here is the font that you're stuck with. There's no ability right now to change fonts, but you can definitely change the font sizes to different sizes. So it depends on if you like reading small, if you're nearsighted, or if you need glasses, you might want to increase the size. So they really make sure that you have the ability to do that. You can also do things like set the date, the time. You can set the auto power off to conserve batteries. Basically, it has about 90 days that it lasts for the batteries, and it could last up to a few months on standby mode, so you can check off on how you want it to turn off. So we have a default set here at 5 minutes, so if we don't touch anything after 5 minutes, the screen will go blank. There's also some further options down here, such as factory default and upgrade patch. Just a word on the upgrade patches. You do have to buy an SD card in order to run the upgrades. You just can't copy the upgrade file via USB to your e-reader and launch it like that. You actually need to buy an SD card. And with that, once the updated firmware is on your SD card, then you could run the upgrade patch. And Ectaco has already released an upgrade patch for the Jetbook Mini, despite the fact that it just came out about a week ago. They already have updated a patch. Basically, this new patch just enhances the SD elements of it and does miscellaneous, adds miscellaneous functionality to e-reader. There isn't anything really too essential with this. Let's check out how page turn speeds go. So we're going to hit the X here to exit out of the menu. And we're going to take a look at one of the ebooks that this comes with by default. And we're just going to press the enter button. So here's the book. And we're just going to hit the page turns. So you can see that we hit it now. Again. You can see that there is some lag on this, and it's not as bad as, say, the first version of the Kobo did, where as soon as you turn a page, the screen would flicker, and it would take a second or two for the pages to turn. This is sort of like, there's just a little bit of lag, but there's no actual screen flickering, and that's mainly due to the fact that the Jetbook Mini, again, is a TFT screen. It's not true e-ink, and it's based on LCD, so there isn't the refresh and line draw issues as there are with other e-readers that are more e-ink based. Because this is LCD based, you don't have a lot of the redraw lag happening when you flip pages, because with a traditional e-ink, when you turn pages, everything is refreshing, so a lot of the times as page turns and the old page fades out and a new page is getting refreshed, that's why you see screen flickering, and you do see that with a lot of e-readers. So you can see the page turns, the speed's not actually that bad. We're going to hit the pause button, which brings up the menu features, and we're going to click on book settings. So you can see here that some of the menu options from the main menu appear here in the book settings. Again, you could rotate it, increase the font size, do encoding, etc. So our take on the Jetbook Mini, it is a cheap and cheerful e-reader at only $99. It certainly will meet most people who are on maybe a tight budget and they really don't want to spend a lot. Its size is small and compact, so it will fit in your back pocket. You can see here that it's made of plastic. It doesn't really seem too durable. I guess this is mainly due to the fact that it is sold for this much. So if you want our opinion on whether you should buy this or not, we would probably say the Kobo e-reader and other e-readers are very comparable with this price. We'd probably say for your money, perhaps buying a Kobo, a Nook Wi-Fi, or an Amazon Kindle 3 Wi-Fi. Maybe those e-readers are $20 or $30, a little bit more than this, but you would get a lot more value out of it. And again, Jetbook and Ectaco don't have an ebook store, so you will not be able to purchase ebooks from Jetbook. What you would have to do is buy ebooks from other stores like Smashwords that allow ebook downloads in text format. Kobo, Sony, Amazon, and Borders, other big ebook stores, they do not allow ebooks to be sold as text files. They're all EPUBs or proprietary files because Jetbook only reads text files. You won't be able to really find a lot of content for this device. So that's why we rate the Jetbook Mini as a miss. And for Good eReader, this is Marcus.
This is Nick.
Everybody take care.